If you want to become a business loan broker and need help from an expert, please watch this video all the way through. Hi, welcome in. My name is Michael. Let me get right into things. There are many upsides to being a business loan broker, like the percentage given to you, 3 to 6, 6 to 9, 9 to 12%, more or less, and it depends on the market, the size of the amount, the industry, the conditions, lender requirements, origination, broker fees, processing fees. There's other stuff included, and you can work with many direct lenders or some, and then you have indirect through brokerages and super brokers and other ways. And I have a combination of both. I've been in this field for many years now. I know my ways in and out. I've grown many personal and business relationships, a stronghold. And while that sounds good in helping clients get funding, focusing on your personal clients, and I've done a lot of that, helped out a lot of people get funded, there's also a lot of those who get declined. And to be honest with you, I've gotten more declines than people who have been funded. I've gotten a lot of people funded, but there are more people who will get declined. And that's just how this industry is. And it's more so if you are not targeting the right people, demographics, psychographics, even more. And I'll try to get into that here soon. And so the logistics of the funding space are a completely different breed of animal. It is night and day compared to other services that are out there. And just for some context, I'm an introvert. I'm a very cerebral, analytical type of person. I'm not best in front of a camera. I'm more of a writer, math, and system guy. I'm more of like a back-end partner in a business. I've done a lot of the front-end work on this business. And I run other businesses, just so you know that. So I know my ways in and out. I've built the right systems, processes, and automation. I've tested them. I've experimented with them, and I've explored more through them and only added more on top of things, subtracted from my system here and there. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows. When you get started in this field, you might think you need to have your own contracts, you need to have all of these direct lenders. You can't always get access to the best lenders depending on the service that it is. Like with advances, there are bank term loans, SBA loans, equipment loans, financing, leasing, sell leaseback situations. There is creative credit back funding. You'll learn about the 3 C's of capital: credit, cash flow, collateral. There's also liquidity, equity that are factored into one or more of these. And what I've come to find out again is there are more people that will get declined. And there's sometimes, many times, there's a client who is not truthful. And what you're working against the grain is a person's character and the unpredictability, the volatility of a person. There's some services that are already volatile, and that's the only thing they can qualify for, but the interest rates are too high. And what I've found is I don't like to communicate qualifications and requirements. I'm not on phone calls, just so you know. I'm very calculated. If I give somebody that, I have my processes where I usually have them fill out a form of mine, and I can help you in this. In fact, you can build a team of agents and work in a different structure. You don't have to go over here and be this expert. If you want to work your way up there, you can. I always recommend starting here and then working your way up to get more access, to have more volume, deal flow, client base, and then have more trust in these lenders if you go to them directly. If you can do that too, that's another thing. But you can grow a team of agents. And a lot of this I'll leave information to down below and what I recommend you do. And one thing is having predictable, reoccurring revenue coming in every single month for work you just did once. And in the funding space, I wouldn't want to start off at $0 every single month, which is what you are doing. And it doesn't matter if you tell me I have a pipeline of these people, or I will have like a entrepreneur who sets up e-commerce websites for 15 to 30 people a month. So I'm going to be getting 15 to 30 leads or more or less per month. And then this is how much I'm going to get them funded on. And I get that. That's fine to have. And if you have something predictable, and you have referrals, like I have a lot of referral partners. Sorry, I have my HP computer and my lighting, so I want that to make sure it's not dark. And I have accountants, I have the CPAs, the bookkeepers, real estate investors, other businesses and business owners who, whether they could get funding through me or not, and I funded a lot of clients and I still get a lot of people who do get declined. It just happens. And I do quite a bit through internet stuff, through the internet world as a digital entrepreneur. I've also done things on foot. I have those relationships. But what you want to do is have something predictable coming in every month where you're not starting off at zero. It doesn't matter if you're doing well already, that's great. And you're getting those dopamine hits, but don't just be set up on that. And then look back and think, I should have built something more predictable where I'm not starting off at $0, building more generational wealth and making sure that I'm also supplementing myself, but also helping out my family and passing on a legacy that will be there in a stronghold for many, many years, for their lifetime, and much more. Instead of working every single month to get a client funded. And a lot of merchants already have their antennas up. They're already like, who's this person? I don't cold call myself. I have different strategies that I can show you. They fit my personality and they work well. I've built a huge personal and business brand. Again, you don't have to build that to get clients funded, but it's better that you start doing those things. It's helpful. Blogging, I've done YouTube content, real content on social media, in other ways as well. And you want something recurring and you want different services. And I don't just mean recurring from like merchant processing, payment processing, cash discounting, or healthcare, health share stuff, pharmacy stuff, or whatever other recurring product is you put in front of a client who, whether it's a funding client that then needs those services, or before that, or they weren't a funding client and you're focusing on that. Cool, that's fine if you have the right strategy, but if that does not fit your mold and who you are, that's one thing. You want to get out of your comfort zone to grow. But when you are getting out of your comfort zone to become somebody that you are not, and it's not fitting to you, that's a whole nother complex and thing. And so building a team of agents helps. You get clients funded, and then you have agents you can earn 10, 25, or 50% off of their personal commissions, more or less. And then if they bring in a team, that's an agency override for you, more or less there too, unless things change. But you have all of that. So your clients or your agents get somebody funded. Ooh, that's a percentage to you. You get personally enrolled and client funded, which should be your focus. You don't always want to depend on your agents, because that's another thing. Is one thing to start off at zero, you going alone and doing this, and you'll find out that these merchants are very unpredictable. They can be very unorganized, the clients, the people. And their characteristics, you're already working against the grain. And I've been through personal development as an entrepreneur, excuse me. I was gonna say intrapreneur, intrapreneur. But being in this space for a while, I understand that if you're not targeting the right people, like if you target entrepreneurs, that's different. They usually have their mindset and they understand value, their core values, vision, and mission as a person, not just in business, but it starts the foundation as a person. And so you'll find out that these people get declined, or they didn't tell you something they weren't truthful about, that then you had to find out later, that they didn't submit the voided check, they took forever, they didn't give you feedback, they completely disappeared. That might be something you did wrong, that you didn't build enough value and context as in who you are. Share with them just a little bit. And I'm an introvert, so it's hard for me to open up much. But for those that I trust well, and I trust more people based upon their actions than their words. I don't like it when people say something and they don't do what they're supposed to. And even if they didn't, like something came up, is it an excuse at that point? Why didn't they at least let me know, like a quick word or a sentence? I'm not going to pressure them. But a lot of clients feel like you'll do that because they have this context and connotation that you are this person who's going to do whatever and whatever for your best benefit. No, you have to do what's in their best benefit and interest. But a lot of them also are always about themselves. And when it comes to helping them in email or text, it goes by the wayside. And so you'll see a lot of ups and downs, and your agents do the same thing where they don't get clients funded, you don't get nothing from them. You might find a month where you don't get anything, or you're just trying and nothing works. So there's a different way of doing this, and I'm actually looking at it on my screen, but I'll leave you this down below in the description, and you can clone my business loan broker / agent business services agency and make it yours. There will likely be an opt-in page down below, and then that'll take you to the clone instructions page, where then you'll watch a very in-depth video that you can bookmark. And underneath that video, it'll explain everything you need to on how to get started with this proven system. And this is a system where It's your headquarters. It's more of a reliable residual coming in every single month for work you just did once to bring one person in. And this isn't all based upon just the clients. I have done for you videos, pages, templates, scripts, the emails, everything. I'll help you get set up with your business. I have the videos for the clients, walking them through the presentation, the terms and rates, the individual rates video, the application walkthrough with images. They can click a button underneath these videos. They can go start the application. You get your own dedicated website link, so it's attached to you. You don't have to handle the bank statements, do much of that. You can start on a ground level, and I still submit a lot of deals here because it's better in the market to do, and you'll find that out. If there are other services that this platform doesn't provide, I'll show you how to submit those and how I can best help you. But with this said, you can sign up for free as a partner underneath me. I'll get an email notification. Then I will send you a text message welcoming you in, and also an email, usually together, with my big how to promote document. I'll show you all the marketing strategies and introduction stuff and how to proceed. I have a lot of training out there. And what the system does too is it helps you duplicate your own self, your own system by internal consumption in a way that you're building your team of agents. That's what I would rely on more when you are in the business funding space. There are courses out there upon courses you have to be careful about purchasing. And I've been through those, and some of them are like, that's not what I thought it would be. Like, they're not even showing me, educating me on how to read the bank statements and all of this other stuff. And why am I like, be careful of what's out on the web and what you're spending on. And so what this does is it's your headquarters, it's your hub, it's your foundation. What if your clients don't get funded? What if your agents don't get a client funded? You can't get a percentage from them, or both, or one or the other get something. It's both that you two get a lot. Great. But starting off at $0 every month doesn't matter what pipeline you have. And if you're not working with the right people, you're working with people who are very volatile. There are a lot of industries and backgrounds that you'll find in that unless you target the right people and the right service. And then it still happens. But starting off at zero, like a real estate investor or a real estate agent, let's say, who has to do 40 homes, there's over 300, 400,000 a year, they probably have a pattern of doing it, or that's what they're looking for. But they're still starting off at $0, not recurring, or a higher ticket product out there in the education space or something else. They should be then creating the course from the experience that they've learned and giving people the tools. And that's what I've done here is I've had the experience and experiences already, still doing it, but I'm giving you the system. Now I'm giving you the tools, I'm giving you the shovel. And so eventually you'll be doing that. You can do that from the beginning. And there are services here where I'll show you how to build your team of agents. And that's your stronghold, your agents, and how they can duplicate this for themselves. And it's based upon your performance. So it's a hybrid of affiliate marketing where you can promote other people's products and services in exchange for a percentage. And then this platform where you can sign up for free to help people get funding, they have an MLM/network marketing setup, but it's not this whole auto ship or subscription and you have to pay to get in and keep your, no, they're not traditional. That's why I enjoy what they do with the founder and then their compensation plan, which you can learn more about in time. So go through the details down below to learn more about this. And right here, I'm looking at it. So you'll start the partner program. There's one button underneath the video. There's step 2. And then you're getting your all-in-one business account, or if it's in a different place, I'll have it. But what one of these programs does is it pays 80% commissions on a $25 product. So let's say $20. And if they decide to take the education package at $125, you're getting $120 per month as long as that person stays on. So repetitively per month, $120 from one person for work you just did once. And I'll show you how to bring in the people, free and paid traffic, and or whatever you decide to do, and $1,200 just for 10 people that have the all-in-one package, or if it's a different service on 40%, 5% override. There's other recurring products out there that I'll show you. It's an all-in-one digital education business, and I have all of these pages and templates that are done for you that I'll show you how to replicate this for yourself, and then you can use this to send to clients, send them to an opt-in page, collect their name and their email address, and send them to the bridge page, a thank you page that I have already set up. You just put your links in place, and then when they click that, they'll go to a presentation video of me walking them through with a button underneath with your dedicated website link, sending them over here. Here's the individual video, all the done for you emails that you just set it and forget it in an autoresponder tool that also pays recurring commissions if you sign other people on as well. Paid traffic packages that are awesome, that are also reoccurring products. And then anything else out there that I can add for you, I will add. And there's more on the back end. And I'm looking at it right now. But again, down below, if this is of interest to you, and this is what I recommend to do. And if you're now thinking, I don't know if I want to get into the business funding space, you don't even have to go get clients funded eventually or at all. Maybe you try to experience it, cool, but you're building your team of agents. That's your stronghold. And your team of agents are coming in and signing up as a partner. With your dedicated link, you'll be able to sign up for this all-in-one business. Here's where we're going to host the pages, the websites, the funnel builder account, and you'll learn a lot about this stuff if it's foreign to you right now. And then they decide to take a higher package. There's financial literacy. That's a $420 amount if they get it on the front end, or later on like $800. So it's quite a bit, and people want this. It's lucrative, and this is how you build something more sustainable and repeatable. So every month you're saying, hey, instead of starting at 0, I have at least 1,000. I'm going to keep building that. I have my pattern now of what I've been doing. I just will add more of that. Maybe now it's a paid traffic channel, or you already started that, but now I'm going to ramp it up. I am in more profit now. And it's all an investment when you think about it. So even if you weren't in profit right away, it's an investment in your education. I started many years ago in the digital marketing agency, as well as my health affiliate marketing business, and helping people with vitamins and supplements, pain relief creams, and much more. And I wasn't in profit, especially in the health and wellness space, because I was also promoting products off of Amazon. And then I found other products. And so I wasn't in it for like 6 to 11 months. Like the 11th month, I finally made my like 8 cents, but that's because I was focused on a different strategy, that if I had done something else, I would have added it much faster. And having learned that, and then also delaying instant gratification, I learned a lot. Now it can happen much faster. It can take more time depending on your strategy, but it's all an investment. And if you show up, if you put the time, you put the energy in, you stay consistent and persistent, your possibilities are maximized. So just to kind of recap on this system is, I'll walk you through in this video again down below. I'm looking at it as we speak. Step 1, step 2, step 3, log in, enter this custom domain here, add this professional email address if that's what it has, unless it's different and it's changed. But here's this, set up your autoresponder tool with Aweber, or there's GetResponse, or I use Aweber a lot. This is a tool where you can put all these emails together and email your clients, email your leads, email your agents. I have both sides of things, how to drive traffic, and if there's anything else that's added, there's different bonus packages if they wanted to purchase traffic to get more agents, from 20 to 4,000 in commissions, with high tier traffic packages that are amazing. And this way you can separate yourself and say, so what if I didn't get a client funded? Because if you remember what I said, you can go ahead and go back to the beginning of this video. I've been in this for a while. And as I'm here, I'm waiting for people's applications. Some people taking 2 months, a month without any feedback. And that's a characteristic flaw. That isn't, like, there was a commercial, I think the other day, that said, if you have low credit, it's not a reflection of who you are. Yeah, that's just the campaign to make people feel better about themselves. And honestly, your credit can be a reflection of who you are, and it can't be at times, depending on what it was caused. But it's also a reflection of you in your education and learning more financial literacy, learning that accounting side, or at least outsourcing this to someone, learning it and then outsourcing it. And the foundation of everything is the person. And you'll run into that if you're not targeting correctly. People in construction, people in trucking, and they'll tell you, hey, these industries are very highly regarded in the construction. I've done that. I've funded those clients. People come and go in those. You find different characters in those fields. They don't have the mold. When you get your personal development up, you'll see all of this and what I'm seeing. You'll be like, this makes sense. And not that everybody in that industry is the same way. People are different. They can be that entrepreneur, maybe the back-end partner you spoke to, who doesn't deal with everything and they like run 5 different businesses. They have an e-commerce business. Like, they're the entrepreneur, but they're in this one. Even if you don't deal with that person, you'll find that these people are helpful, but also at the same time, like, you don't want to think that the reason you got into this for a passion or an interest. I got into it for that. I have my other businesses. I got into it for passion of helping people, and not just helping people survive, but survive and thrive, continuing and growing their business and expanding their business at whatever point they're in, building, getting out of a tight pinch. Also helping them in their community. And I've seen the differences here, and I've seen the differences in theirs and their customers, and the eyes in theirs, and also how happy they are and how they continue to grow, and helping improve their cash flow profitability in other ways that I help them too. And so You don't want to start off with that, and you can help clients get funding, but don't forget, build something repetitive where it doesn't have to be always to the client. But what if your agents come in and they need funding? They have a cleaning company, they want to start their own agency as a funding agent or whatever it is, as a broker. You bring them into this system, you know about funding already. When they signed up underneath you, they fund their cleaning company, you get that percentage. They need funding for this business or for 0% interest credit to start in this other business. I'll show you how to align that with them. And so now you're relying on your own team, and they'll see that and they'll be able to do that for themselves. And then you still go out there and get your own agents. They're getting their own agents. And it's not a pyramid at all because it's based upon your performance. Still, that's affiliate marketing in this side of things. And that's why I love it. And you'll see ways of bringing people in. And again, not being crutched or in a way feeling like, well, my clients keep getting declined. What should I do? I'm going to go jump onto another opportunity. That is not the answer. And there are other opportunities. I've been a part of them. I still am a part of others. But this can all be fixed just by bringing in and recruiting more people that use the same systems you do. You give them the tools. If you try to get clients funded, here are the videos and content for that. I have all of it. It's big. And even if you don't, or you have that, but you still have your agents, and I'll show you how to do all of that. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10K, 6-figure plus business just by bringing your own agents in. And even if you wanted to just do it on clients, you could do. But I don't want to start off at $0 every month, no matter how much of a pipeline that I have and I know what I can do. That should tell you a lot. So I can go into this topic even more. There's so much I haven't even covered, like the reasons people get declined and if they get approved. And there's so much more content. I have more training videos I'll try to link you to down below. But to clone the 6-figure plus per year business, 10K plus per month business, and what can be proven to work and is, as well as what others have been using, because I've been sharing with them that you need something more reliable, predictable. And it's not like, think about it as a network marketing or MLM company or another sense where they don't always make the money off the retail. They make the money off their team, the membership. So there's other things associated to this that you'll see with different reoccurring products and things that you can even introduce to your own agents. And there's more of this. And that's how you do this. Because again, I don't want to sound like I'm being redundant. Just want to make sure you get it. Is you're starting off at $0 every month. If you're getting clients funded, refinance, refer, okay, cool. But how long will that take? And now your expenses are climbing or you're not getting anywhere. So you need to have something more predictable to hold you over or to continue to help you. And this is the way. So that's what I'll link you to down below. I hope you got a lot of value from this video. I know quite a bit. But if you did enjoy this video, I'd greatly appreciate you giving it a thumbs up and sharing it with others who you feel will find value. You don't have to if you don't want. And if you have not subscribed, I'd greatly appreciate you doing so and clicking that bell notification icon so you do not miss any future content I'll be coming out with. That is all for now. Take care.